In the late summer of August 2024, the digital world hummed along, oblivious. Trillions of dollars in cryptocurrency flowed through the global network, a silent, invisible river of data. For most, it was just another day in the volatile market. But beneath the surface, a plan was in motion, a meticulously crafted scheme targeting a single, high-value individual. The stage was being set for a heist that would redefine the very concept of a bank robbery in the 21st century. Then, a single phone call changed everything. Within hours, more than 4,100 Bitcoin vanished, siphoned from a supposedly secure digital wallet with terrifying speed and precision. The transaction logs showed a cascade of transfers, each one a digital footprint leading into the vast, anonymous expanse of the blockchain. $230 million gone. An amount that could fund a small army or buy a fleet of private jets, erased from existence in less time than it takes to watch a movie. The victim was left with nothing but a digital receipt for a catastrophe. There were no weapons, no break-ins, no shattered windows or disabled alarms. The physical world remained completely untouched. This wasn't a crime of brute force. It was a crime of pure psychological manipulation. Just a voice on the phone. A calm, confident, and utterly convincing voice that managed to bypass layers of sophisticated security by targeting the weakest link in any system, the human mind, and a few security codes. The digital keys to a kingdom handed over willingly. The kind of multi-factor authentication designed to be impenetrable, defeated not by code, but by conversation. The question that echoed from the victim's empty accounts to the highest levels of federal law enforcement was staggering. How did a 20-year-old hacker, armed with nothing more than a burner phone and an internet connection, pull off one of the largest cryptocurrency thefts from a private individual in U.S. history? The victim wasn't random. According to investigators, the attackers had been watching him. A wealthy cryptocurrency investor from the early days of Bitcoin. Someone holding a digital fortune. And somewhere, someone noticed. Days before the theft, strange alerts began appearing in the victim's email. Warnings that someone overseas was trying to access his Google account. Unknown devices, suspicious logins, foreign IP addresses. But these alerts were not warnings. They were bait. Then the phone rang. The caller claimed to be from Google Security. Calm, professional, convincing.
They said someone was trying to hack the account, and they needed to secure it immediately.
All they required were the verification codes. According to prosecutors, one of the people behind the scheme was a 20-year-old from Singapore, Malone Lam. Online, he used a very different identity. A Telegram account known simply as TOTS, $$. Once inside the victim's Google accounts, Lam began searching through emails and cloud files. Hidden among them were records from a cryptocurrency exchange, proof of something enormous, thousands of Bitcoin. Just when the victim thought the ordeal was over, the attackers called again. This time, their approach was more insidious, designed to exploit the very fear they had just created. They knew he was vulnerable, reeling from the initial shock, and they were ready to escalate their deception to a whole new level. This time, they were pretending to be security staff from the cryptocurrency exchange itself. They used official-sounding titles and technical jargon, referencing the recent SIM swap to lend credibility to their story. They presented themselves not as a threat, but as a helping hand, a trusted authority there to guide him through the crisis. They warned him his crypto accounts might also be compromised. They painted a grim picture, suggesting that the SIM swappers were likely already attempting to bypass his exchange's security. Every moment of hesitation, they claimed, increased the risk of his digital assets being drained completely. The sense of urgency was manufactured, but for the victim, it felt terrifyingly real.
The safest option, they said, was to move the funds to a secure wallet, a special temporary vault provided by the exchange's security team just for this purpose. They assured him it was a standard procedure, a temporary measure to shield his assets while they secured his main account.
Their wallet. The final devastating step of the con was now in motion. The so-called secure wallet was nothing more than a digital address under the complete control of the scammers. The victim, believing he was protecting his life savings, was about to personally hand-deliver it all directly into their hands. At first, the victim transferred a small amount, about $3 million in cryptocurrency, a test. Then came the final step, the private keys. Within minutes, over 4,100 Bitcoin were gone, worth around $230 million. The digital heist was complete, but for the perpetrators, the real challenge was just beginning, turning those billions in cryptocurrency into tangible wealth. According to investigators, the stolen money quickly began appearing in the real world, laundered through a sophisticated network of shell corporations and crypto mixers designed to obscure its illicit origins. The first stop on this lavish spending tour was the epicenter of excess, Los Angeles nightclubs. Here, the thieves shed their digital anonymity, embracing a high-profile lifestyle funded by their crime. They spent with a recklessness that defied belief, burning through hundreds of thousands of dollars spent in a single night. The goal wasn't just to enjoy the money, but to spend it so quickly and conspicuously that it became impossible to track every purchase. Their tastes gravitated towards assets that hold value, luxury watches worth millions. These weren't just accessories, they were portable, high-value stores of wealth, easily transportable across borders. And of course, there were the cars. A collection of Lamborghinis, Ferraris, and Porsches. Each vehicle was a statement, a trophy from their digital conquest. In total, investigators would eventually uncover a fleet of 31 luxury cars, a garage that looked more like a high-end auto show than a private collection. It was a brazen display of wealth, a spending spree so audacious it would ultimately become their undoing. But the internet leaves traces. Investigators began following digital clues, Telegram accounts, Discord usernames, cryptocurrency transfers, even an IP address. That led straight to a house in California. In September, the operation collapsed. One suspect was arrested at Los Angeles International Airport. The other was arrested in Miami. Inside the homes, investigators found luxury cars, watches, and millions in assets. But much of the stolen cryptocurrency is still missing. In the digital world, the biggest crimes don't always involve breaking into vaults. Sometimes, they start with a phone call, a simple verification code, and a ghost hiding somewhere inside the machine. If you enjoy uncovering the hidden stories of hackers, technology, and the invisible systems shaping our world, make sure to like this video, subscribe, and share Ghosts in the Machine, because the internet is full of secrets, and we're just getting started.